Hi Confluence Crew members, I'm Chantal, the AmeriCorps Education Monitoring Technician at Palouse Conservation District, and today we're along the South Fork of the Palouse River, where I'm going to be demonstrating the Tier 1 data collection process. The data you collect will help us so much in letting citizens learn more about the water quality, as well as help us implement more water conservation projects throughout the Palouse. Before we begin, here are all the materials you will need to conduct your Tier 1 observations: a thermometer and a turbidity tube. Make sure to write down all of the observations you make so that you can report your results later into the Survey 123 app. Number 1 is the weather. Weather can be a big influence in the physical characteristics of the stream. For example, rain may increase non-point source pollution with stormwater runoff. Today, it's a little cloudy out, so I'm going to write that down on my data collection sheet. Number 2 is stream flow. It can change greatly from season to season due to snow runoff, precipitation, or other impacts. Here, I can tell the stream flow is normal. Number 3 is color. The color of the water can provide many clues on the water's condition. For example, clear water could mean low levels of suspended sediment, while green water could mean algae growth. Here, I can tell the water color is clear, so there is no suspended sediment. Number 4 is surface scum. Surface foam is common and can be naturally occurring, but sometimes, if it's a weird color and has a fragrant smell, it could be human-induced. Also, please be careful if the water has a pea soup-like appearance. This could mean that there's an algae bloom, which can be very toxic to humans and wildlife. Here, I can see there is no surface scum visible. Number 5 is odor. If the water smells bad, there are probably harmful things like sewage, petroleum, or chemicals. Make note of the odor of the water and what you're smelling. Today, I can't smell anything fragrant, which means there probably isn't many chemicals in the water. Number 6 is trash present. If you find a lot of trash, you can indicate that you did a cleanup, or if your site requires an organized cleanup. Number 7 is canopy cover. Canopy cover over the stream helps cool down the stream, keeping the aquatic life cool and content. No canopy cover may indicate that the stream has a higher temperature, meaning the aquatic life could be stressed out. To measure the canopy cover, estimate what percentage of the water is covered by tree branches, leaves, and grasses. Here, I can tell the canopy cover is about 80%. After recording all of your visual observations, it's time to take some measurements. The first measurement we are going to record is air temperature. So you're going to hang your thermometer on a tree branch, and if there are no tree branches around, it's okay to hold it, but you're going to let it hang for 2 minutes. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes now, and I'm going to read the temperature. It's 15 degrees Celsius now, and you want to make sure that you record your measurement in Celsius. You're going to repeat this process at a new location and wait another 2 minutes and take the average of those two temperatures. Next, we're going to measure the water temperature. It's going to be the same exact process as measuring the air temperature, but you're going to put the thermometer into the water. You're going to do this twice and take the average of both temperatures, and make sure to record your answer in Celsius. The final measurement we will be recording is the transparency of the water. We will be using a turbidity tube to do this. There is a black and white Secchi disc at the base of the tube. This will help us determine the transparency of the water. When you are filling your tube with water, you want to ensure that the water reaches all the way to the top of the tube. If you are entering the stream to collect your water sample, make sure you are collecting the water upstream from where you are standing to avoid picking up disturbed sediment. So now you're going to want to put your tube down to the ground, and if you can see the Secchi disc through the water, you're going to be recording the highest measurement on the tube. If not, you're going to press down onto the tube and water will be released from the bottom. If the water stops releasing from the bottom, you want to lift up pressure, put your hand over the tube, and make sure you shake it back and forth to release any sediment from the bottom. And you want to repeat this process as many times as you can until you can see the Secchi disc. And once you can see the disc at all, you're going to be measuring that measurement on the tube. Please make sure to let us know if you see any wildlife. This helps us understand long-term habitat use and patterns. Also, make sure to record any changes since your last sampling session. Thanks for following along. If you have any questions about Tier 1 data collection, be sure to review the Confluence Crew Handbook. The handbook contains more information that will help you interpret the conditions you're seeing at your site. You can also reach out to PCD staff with any questions. We appreciate your help in the research of the waters along the Palouse.